Forbes magazine terms it the crossroads of the Americas. This is Trinidad and Tobago, situated between the Caribbean chain of islands and continental South America. Located just 7 miles off the coast of Venezuela, Trinidad's strategic position has made the country a key hub for trade, economics and politics throughout the region. With a population of 1.3 million people, Trinidad and Tobago is one of the most dynamic and vibrant economies in the region. The Trinidad and Tobago economy has experienced 14 consecutive years of growth and has attracted the highest inflow of foreign direct investment per capita in Latin America and the Caribbean. In 2006, GDP grew by 12.6%. The main impetus for this economic expansion was the increased activity in the energy sector, which grew by 20% and accounted for 41.2% of total GDP. Since independence, the country's oil and gas industry has played a major part in its development. The growth in the energy sector is robust, with significant developments in both the upstream and downstream industries. It's no wonder that Trinidad and Tobago is known as something of a miracle for the way we have efficiently developed our oil and gas resources. Consider some of the energy sector's accomplishments. Trinidad and Tobago is home to the largest LNG train in the world. The Atlantic LNG plant is the only one of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. Trinidad and Tobago is the 5th largest exporter of LNG in the world and the single largest supplier of LNG to the United States, supplying between 70 to 75% of all LNG imported into the United States. Trinidad and Tobago is currently the 5th largest producer of ammonia in the world and accounts for over 25% of all world exports of ammonia. 70% of the methanol imported into the United States is supplied by Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is also the world's largest exporter of both ammonia and methanol. BPTT recently completed one of the world's largest offshore gas processing units. 3 of BPTT's offshore platforms, the Cannonball, Mango and Kashima, were designed and constructed in Trinidad and Tobago. The Mango and Kashima platforms are designed to produce 3 trillion cubic feet of gas over the next 10 years. Trinidad and Tobago also lists the largest direct reduced iron plant in the world, the Mittal Steel Point Lisas plant. Some of the world's leading energy corporations have chosen to invest in Trinidad and Tobago, including BP, British Gas, BHP Billiton, Shell, Exxon, Alcoa, Petro-Canada, Methanex, Total, Mittal Steel, and Conoco. The booming energy sector has also been a catalyst for the growth of the non-energy sectors. Trinidad and Tobago has a well-developed financial sector. Liberalized since 1993, there are very few barriers to investment. The country also has one of the strongest industrial economies in the Caribbean, which is reflected in its current long-term foreign currency credit ratings, A- by Standard & Poor's and A3 by Moody's, making Trinidad and Tobago the country with the highest international credit rating in Latin America and the Caribbean. The dominant players in the financial sector are the commercial banks, who have expanded throughout the Caribbean and have begun to look towards Latin America. Trinidad and Tobago has emerged as one of the major players in the multilateral trading system. As a member of CARICOM, Trinidad and Tobago is also a signatory to a number of bilateral agreements with countries such as Colombia, Cuba, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, the United States of America, Canada, and the European Union. The infrastructure of the island is well developed and undergoing continuous enhancement. From its comprehensive network of roads to its air and sea ports, the Twin Island Republic is fast-tracking its transition to developed country status. The Piarco International Airport in Trinidad and the Crown Point International Airport in Tobago welcomes major airlines from across the globe with direct flights to major metropolitan cities. While fully developed industrial ports in Port of Spain and Point Lisas serve as major transshipment points between the Americas. A bustling metropolis, Port of Spain offers accommodation for both business and leisure. The Hilton Trinidad, one of the premier hotels and conference centers, has been the venue of many international conferences. Overlooking the capital city, this hotel boasts of excellent service and a panoramic view of Port of Spain. Trinidad and Tobago's diverse cultural and natural heritage has made it an attractive location for visitors from around the globe. Bursting with spirit and a heady mix of cultural activities, beautiful people, eco-adventure and culinary delights, Trinidad and Tobago has something for everyone. Trinidad, the larger and livelier of the islands, is an industrial giant boasting exciting nightlife, a robust energy sector and growing manufacturing industry. Yet, it's also home to more than 400 species of birds and lush neotropical fauna. While Trinidad is the energetic heart of these islands, Tobago is its serene soul. Blessed with warm blue seas that lap against pale pink sands, Tobago is the perfect place to relax. Trinidad and Tobago, alive with energy, development and possibilities. It's the ideal location for AACCLA's Business Future of the Americas conference in June 2008. Bienvenido a Trinidad y Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago welcomes you.